Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Tommy's Tonewoods. Today is a very exciting episode. We are looking at a little stash of beautiful woods that was sent to me, a little care package if you will, from Mike over at Elite Tonewoods. He sent me some absolute delights and let's just get into it, shall we? So we have this little stack of tops. We have some Pau Orford Cedar to begin with. I don't know whether you see that on the lights. Pau Orford Cedar, when I opened the box that Mike had sent, I was immediately just like knocked back by the intense aromatics that were coming from this Pau Orford Cedar. It is, I mean, if you've worked with cedar, Spanish cedar, aromatic cedar, you'll know the kind of heady aroma that comes from these cedars. And Pau Orford Cedar, wow, is probably the most pungent. It is absolutely wild. I think traditionally it was used for lining wardrobes and drawers and things like this to help prevent moth infestation in your clothing. So we have some Pau Orford Cedar. It is a great soundboard material. This is a really exceptional example. So we have the Pau Orford, then we have a little stack of Carpathian Spruce. Carpathian Spruce, to me, is kind of the red spruce of Europe. It is really lovely stuff. I built some of my earliest guitars with Carpathian Spruce and really loved it, and I've been waiting for an opportunity to kind of build with it again. These three sets that Mike sent look to be quite old. There's some oxidization around the edges of the board, so these will be really nicely dry and well seasoned, which is always really good. So we have some Carpathian Spruce. I'll get onto this one in a second. We have another new species to me. This is Pau Rosa, and this is an African hardwood, grows in the Congo and out east into Tanzania, and I believe by the botanical name, which is, I've forgotten, but it is the species is Madagascarensis, so it would suggest that it grows in Madagascar as well. So we have some Pau Rosa, and last but by very means not least, we have some absolutely jaw-dropping Mun Ebony. This comes from Laos and Vietnam, and it's just absolutely spectacular, really visually interesting. I've been wanting to get hold of some of this for quite some time, so I was super excited that Mike sent me some of this. Before I get into the details of this Mun Ebony, I'm going to go over the details of the other timbers in separate videos, but before I get into the Mun Ebony, I just wanted to share with you Mike's website. Now be warned, if you go on this website, you're going to want to spend a ton of money, so fair warning, full disclosure. All right, so elitettonewoods.com, high quality, responsibly sourced materials for luthiers. So Mike is a graduate of the Gallup School. He's situated in West Salem. He's a professional luthier. He's been working as a senior luthier at McPherson Guitars for 20 years and has been buying and collecting and selling. I expect probably buying and hoarding if he's anything like me. Has been dealing in Tonewoods for quite some time. It's always really nice when you're sourcing Tonewood from a builder. You know you're going to be getting stuff that is really well cared for, really well selected. So that was really great to read that. And Mike has got some absolutely amazing stuff on here. If we go to the back and sides, loads of different species. I was really taken with especially some of Mike's Pernambuco sets that he has, a really rare Tonewood. Traditionally it was used a lot for bow making in the violin family instruments. The Ziricote sets from Mexico are absolutely insane. This one in particular, if this hadn't have been sold, I would have been all over that because the prices are great and that just looks absolutely magnificent. I love Ziricote. Again, you know, sets like this, Look at that, amazing, beautiful, and great prices too. Clara walnut, Macassar ebony. I mean, come on, look at this. Really, really beautiful. So don't say I didn't warn you. This is some magnificent stuff. So go check out Mike's Tonewood, Elite Tonewoods over in the US. Thanks, Mike, for sending me this. So let's just dive into the Mun Ebony in a little bit more detail. Like I say, this is something that I've been looking for absolutely ages, from Vietnam and Laos. Not to be confused with pale moon ebony. You know, that black and white striped ebony that you see. That is Diospyros malabarica. Diospyros malabarica, different species. So this has a density of 1,065 kilograms per cubic meter, so it's more dense than Diospyros crassiflora or Gaboon ebony, the kind of ebony that you get from kind of places like Cameroon. The janka hardness is 3,000 pounds force, so it is harder than something like Brazilian rosewood, but softer than something like Macassar ebony. It is listed as critically endangered. It's not on the CITES appendix. So these pieces are very rare and very, very precious indeed. So I feel very grateful and fortunate that I've been able to get some of this Mun Ebony. So this, actually, a little sneak preview for you. This is actually going to be one of our first parlour guitars. Ooh. Let's see if we can do this for you. Oh, I'm going to be building this into a little baby parlour guitar for my very dear friend John. We've known each other for a very long time, and so it is really lovely that I'm going to be building a guitar for him, and we're going to be using some of the Mun Ebony. Going to give you a little listen to it before we do the last little blast with the magic spray. Hopefully you'll pick this up on my lav mic. So it really is very similar to something like Gaboon ebony, Malaysian blackwood. It's very, very dense. It has a ring to it, but it's not in that kind of rosewood, super high overtone content. Very, very dense. I think this is, it's going to make a great sounding guitar. And just finally do this without creating an almighty mess. Look at that. I mean, that is verging on explicit. Absolutely astonishing. Those beautiful landscape spiderweb figure. Amazing kind of golden brown, chocolatey gorgeousness. Absolutely beautiful. It's almost cartoon-like. It's like somebody's got a beautiful fine line pen and just gone to town. It is absolutely astonishing stuff. And I do believe that Mike has some more of these sets, so make sure you go and check out Elite Tonewoods. We're going to be building with this in the spring, so I'm super excited. Thanks for watching. Suggestions in the comments section for woods that we've not featured before, and we'll see you next time.